Hello guys and welcome back and welcome to my first video of 2024. It feels so weird saying that. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas break. Happy New Year and welcome to my 2023 favourites. So every year I don't actually ever do a December favourites video. I do like a year favourites, a recap of all the things I've discovered this year, all the things I'm loving, some of the best releases and just generally my top picks from the year. So I'm going to get started. First of all, a little note, I do have a little assistant here in the corner behind the camera. River is actually not back at school until next week, so she's helping me today. So if you hear any coughs, squeaks, bouncy bounces on her chair, then that is why. I have a little behind the scenes backstage mouse helping me out. And 5 teddy bears all lined up watching. I've got quite the audience today. Anyway, so I'm going to start off talking about makeup, and I have 3 foundation favourites this year, and they're all quite different actually. The first one is the iconic Armani Luminous Silk. Now, this has been out for 20 years this year. How crazy is that? I've been using it for a lot of that time, and I kind of feel like I fell out of love with it, and then recently I've fallen back in love with it. I think part of it is finding the right shade for me at the moment, and my shade that I wear is actually 4.5. This is the travel version. I love that they do a travel size in this because I find it super convenient for fitting in your makeup bag. It's also 18mm, so it's actually a really decent size, and it's just... yeah, I really like the travel version. I like that they offer that because it kind of means that you can try it before you invest in the big one. It's just a really good everyday foundation. I'm wearing this today. It's very like lit from within glow. It's not too dewy, but it's not matte or drying. It just blends in seamlessly into your skin and you don't really notice it's there, which I think is the mark of a really, really good foundation. Love that. So that's my first favourite. My second favourite is a more intense, high coverage, slightly more matte foundation. It's the YSL All Hours. Now this isn't new either. I think this came out about 2 years ago. The shade I wear is LN9 and I really, really like this. If I'm going kind of out for the evening and I want something a little bit more high coverage, or if I know that I'm going to be out and about all day with little opportunity to touch up my makeup, this is a really good pick because it lasts such a long time. River's now sat under my chair taking the ones that I've already used. That's a really good idea so I don't get confused which ones I've already spoken about. Then lastly for foundation, the L'Oreal Age Perfect BB Cover. This is a more recent discovery and I have to say, this is amazing. It's not expensive, it's got really good coverage and it's really hydrating. So if you have drier skin or slightly older skin, this is marketed at slightly like older, more mature skin. This range is like more of an anti-aging range. It's so good, really, really good. An amazing kind of everyday base because it has SPF 50. It's pretty decent coverage. It's not super high coverage. I feel like most people don't want super high coverage for every day, but it's got a really nice natural finish. I really, really like this and it's a good affordable option as well. And then taking a little bit of a sidestep into, I feel like this product is in a category all of its own, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I resisted liking this for years and years and years, and then I finally caved and bought the miniature version when I was in New York recently, and I love it. I use it underneath my foundation as a kind of pre-highlighter, and for me it took buying a mini version to really fall in love with it. I feel like the bigger version makes you think it's a foundation because there's a lot of product there. Actually, this is more of a highlighter, and I do really like it. Finally fallen for it. Maybe it's a shade thing as well. The shade that I have is number 3 Fair. And then for concealer, there's been one concealer this year that's just dominated for me, and this is the YSL All Hours Precise Angles Concealer. I love this stuff. High coverage. I really love the applicator. It allows really precise application. I've done a whole separate review on this, which a lot of you guys have watched already, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but this is so, so good. And then another honourable mention for concealer, one which I cannot find and it drives me bananas, is the iconic dual-ended concealer, which comes with a cream on one end and a liquid on the other. It's absolutely amazing and I would 100% recommend. The next up for blushes and bronzers. For bronzer, there's been one this year that I've really loved. Is the Vive Cream Bronzer. I love the texture of this. I find it so blendable, so easy to work with. I feel like this is going to last for absolutely forever. The shade I use is medium, and this is quite dark, so I don't need a huge amount of this, but I've used this a lot, and I've barely made a dent. The pot is massive. I feel like it's going to be one of those products that goes off before you finish it, but I really like it. Very blendable, really good colour. It's not too orangey, but it's not too kind of grey. You know, sometimes you get bronzers that are meant to be contours and they're quite grey tone, and some ones that are meant to be like more of a bronzer, they're quite orangey. This is like the perfect middle ground. Like I said, this colour is medium. They do a few different shades. And then for blush, there's been one blush that I'm just absolutely obsessed with. I love it so much. The Armani Luminous Silk blushes. These came out, I feel like, towards the beginning of this year, but I've used them pretty much consistently since then. I actually have 3 shades, but I do have a favourite shade, but all 3 of these are really nice, and depending on what you like. My personal favourite is number 50, which is this absolutely gorgeous, perfect kind of peachy pink colour. It has a gold shimmer undertone, but what I really love about this is it's not like shiny. It's kind of similar to NARS Orgasm because the shade is quite similar. It's that peachy pink colour, but it doesn't have as kind of an obvious a shimmer to it. I love this. It's very like lit from within, just absolutely gorgeous. And then the other 2 shades I really like are 52, which is the super bright Barbie pink. This is really nice for a kind of fresh pop of pink, really good kind of spring summer colour. And then the other one is this, which is 51. So it's basically 50, 51 and 52. This is more of a subtle, non-shimmery kind of peachy colour. Absolutely love those. I think they're one of the best launches of the year. Moving on to eye makeup. I've got 5 eye makeup favourites. I'm going to start with eyeshadow. The first one is the Victoria Beckham, I think it's called the Eye Brick, Smoky Eye Brick in Signature. These are expensive, but can we just take a moment for this packaging? I'm gonna wipe my fingerprints off it first. Here we go. How stunning is this? It looks like vintage piece of art, basically. It's so heavy, so beautifully weighted, but I love the selection of colours. They're all matte and they're all very, very wearable. So this is like my go-to. It's become my kind of go-to everyday eyeshadow, and then you can add in more shimmery colours if you want to. So flattering. And what I really love about this particular colourway is that the shades are not too cool, but not too warm either. So a lot of eyeshadows I find on the cooler front are a little bit kind of ashy, a little bit grey, and kind of wash you out a little bit. These have like a hint of warmth to them, but they're not like goldeny warm. Really, really nice. Absolutely love that. And another favourite is from my friend's brand, Reason. Now, my friend Ree knows absolutely everything about makeup. River loves Ree. She's like, yay! She's your friend too, isn't she, Riv? So she knows everything when it comes to makeup. She knows every product. Oh, I nearly poked myself in the face with it. Every product under the sun, and she launched her brand this year. She's got a great cream bronzer, a cream highlighter, which is also lovely. But this product is the latest release, and this is my favourite. This is the Lid Elixir. So this is a very, very unique product. It's an eyeshadow. It's like a liquid eyeshadow. A little bit goes a really long way. And it comes in one shade. It's like a universal kind of champagne-y shimmer shade. But what is amazing about this is it combines skincare benefits with makeup. So it is the perfect base. Basically like a gorgeous kind of pearlescent shimmer, but it has those kind of eye cream skincare benefits. So nice. And this is such a good kind of go-to everyday product that you can have in your bag. And it's just easy, and it looks gorgeous, and it's also helping as well. It's packed with peptides, hyaluronic acid, etc. So it's really hydrating, anti-aging. Then I have 2 favourite mascaras, one of which I don't actually have to show you because I just finished mine last week and I threw it in the bin and I knew I'd regret it. But my first favourite is the Maybelline The Falsies Surreal, which is in the purple tube. It's £8 on Amazon. I feel like it's supposed to be 12, but either way, it's on sale on Amazon like the whole time. It's amazing. Honestly, so good. The perfect everyday mascara. It's buildable. It gives you volume. It gives you length. It's so good and so affordable. And another one that I really love is this one, which is the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. This is a little bit more intense. I would say go for this one if you want to have like a really, really strong, like very... Sometimes it can be a little bit clumpy depending on how you apply it. The brush is quite unique. So it's kind of like a curved, flat, hard bristle. I don't know why I'm not just showing you here. It's kind of like this. So if you have to get the exact right angle when you're applying it, and if you just use the bristly side, so you use it like that rather than using the flat side, gives you more product. If you just use the bristly side, it gives you a lot more definition. But if you kind of combine that with a little bit of using the bristle side, you get really good definition as well. So it kind of takes a little bit of trial and error learning how to use it, but once you get it, this is so good and a really good kind of more out there lash. I'm actually wearing this one today because I'm out of the other one. And then an eyeliner that I love, the Victoria Beckham eyeliners, I feel like are super, super popular. Loads of people absolutely love them. And she just released this colour, which mine needs sharpening desperately. I'm wearing this now, which is Cinnamon. This came out, I feel like in the end of November maybe. And it's a really beautiful, deep brown with like a hint of shimmer to it. Really, really, really nice. I use this in my waterline when I'm wearing makeup that's kind of like this today. So like a little bit smoky, kind of like a warm brown. This is so nice if you don't want to use black or if you don't want just like a matte brown. It's a really subtle kind of soft way of adding a bit of depth to your eye look. Really love it. Then I'm going to talk about lip products. I've only got one lipstick favorite because my lips have been so bad, especially the last kind of 4 or 5 months, have been so dry. I don't wear many lipsticks except for this one, which is the YSL Rouge Pure Couture in N5. I've spoken about this loads. I feel like this is one of my last favorites. I'm wearing this now with a little bit of lip balm over the top. It's the perfect kind of mauvey pink nude. I'll swatch it on my hand for you as well. Absolutely love this. And I love the texture of these because they're really hydrating, but they still last quite a long time. They're not super kind of balmy and movable. They're definitely still a lipstick, but they're not drying in the slightest. And then my other 3 lip favorites are all lip balms. Firstly, and this has been a favorite before, but an honorable mention has to go out to this year, the La Mer lip balm. It is so expensive, eye-wateringly expensive. Normally, I would never, ever, ever spend that much money on a lip balm. I think it's about £68 or something like that. But quite honestly, I have got through 3 of these this year, maybe 4. And I actually went out for the weekend without one, and I went and bought another one because my lips were so uncomfortable. I have such issues with my dry lips and they crack if I don't have the right lip balm. And this is the only thing that's like instant relief. And within a couple of days, they're back on track and not dry again. Like honestly, so good. Before someone says, oh, you get dependent on lip balm, blah, blah. I'm not, normally day to day, I am not a lip balm user. Like honestly, I only use it when I need it, and this has saved my lips. It's so good. It's expensive, but if you have issues with dry lips and you're willing to foot the bill for this bad boy, it is amazing. 2 other options for lip balms I absolutely love. First one is a recent discovery, is a Tatcha Kissu lip mask. This is like a really unusual like jelly texture, but it is so, look at it, it's like, ooh, it's almost like sticky. It's so hydrating and smoothing, really nice. The pot, I think, looks cute, but isn't the most practical. Like, it's quite chunky, but I really like that. And lastly, talking of chunky pots, the Laneige lip masks. I love these anyway, but this, I tried this for the first time this year. This is the chocolate one. I don't understand why this is billed as an overnight mask because it's tinted. There's no way you're putting this on your lips to go to bed, like, ever. It is, no joke, Nutella for your lips. If you look at the texture of it, you can see it has, like, a slight tint. It's actually a really lovely colour, depending on how much you apply. And I feel like this would be an amazing, it's this one, would be an amazing lip balm. If you have darker skin, it's just a really beautiful kind of slight tint with a bit of balm. But it tastes like Nutella. It's amazing. So good. Absolutely love that. And then moving on to skincare, I'm going to start with my latest obsession that, no joke, I've used about 6 of these in the last 10 days. The Shiseido Vital Perfection Uplifting and Firming Express eye masks. These are so good. They are pricey, but I think they're £68 for a pack, but you get 12 in a pack. And I feel like most face masks, you usually get like 6. So you get a lot. They last a long time, and they're honestly the best under eye masks I've ever used. I don't know why I got so many out. I just need one to show you. They look like this. The actual eye masks themselves are huge. Like, they cover from here all the way under, but quite honestly, it's pretty rare that you use a skincare product and you can notice like an immediate difference. These are so good in terms of hydration, lifting, reducing fine lines. Obviously, the effects aren't permanent, but so good. If you have an event or a party or whatever to go to, apply these and then put your makeup on over the top, and you just are instantly like rejuvenated and lifted. Honestly, these have been one of my absolute favorite discoveries of the year, and I will be repurchasing again and again and again. So good. Other eye skincare products. This has been a favorite for the past few months. This is the Lumineux Nordic Sea Glow Boost Eye Serum. I love the packaging of this. It has an applicator, like a metal cooling applicator. You squeeze out the product from the top, and then you massage it under your eyes, and it has a really cooling, depuffing effect, but it's formulated with vitamin C, so also really brightening. It has a slight kind of pearlescent look to the serum, but when it's actually massaged into the skin, I don't know if that actually kind of translates into anything. It's just really hydrating. I found myself reaching for this over and over in the mornings. I just feel like it's such a nice morning product to use. Really, really like it. And then another product that is always sold out, and I don't know if this is back in stock anywhere, is the Kosas Plump and Juicy Vegan Collagen Spray-On Serum. I have loved this year. This is my second one. And for some reason, every time I want to talk about it, it's sold out. It's been sold out like all year. I tried to get it in the States as well, sold out. Basically just gone all the time. It's so good, and the packaging is very, very cute. Other serums that I've loved, I've still been using my polyglutamic acid serum from the Inkey List, and I feel like this is an old mention for me, but it's so good, it has to go in here. I use this most days, especially if I'm wearing more of a full makeup look underneath makeup. So hydrating if you have dry skin, or if you just want really dewy, juicy looking skin, you need to get this. It's super affordable. It's about, I think it's about £15. Really, really good. It's better than most hyaluronic acid serums. It's thicker, it's more hydrating. It's basically like hyaluronic acid's big sister. And if you apply it onto damp skin, it just literally gives you so much hydration and just really kind of juicy, plump looking skin. You can mix it with your foundation. So, so good. A very good combo with that Kosas spray as well. And then another serum that I've absolutely fallen in love with over the past few months is the Lancome Re-Energy HCF Triple Serum. I love this because it's 3 serums in one. So what they've done is they've got 3 chambers in here. And when you pump the product out, it actually has 3 different serums in one. Can you see that? And then you mix them together and apply them together. And so what this has in it, one of the serums is hyaluronic acid, the other one is vitamin C and niacinamide, and then the other one is ferulic acid. So you're really getting like a boost of not only hydration, but then you have the niacinamide and vitamin C in there, so you're getting that kind of like skin tone evening benefit as well. And it's just super hydrating. I find it feels quite cooling as well, so it's a really nice product to use in the morning. It feels really refreshing and lovely when you apply it. Noticed a real difference in my skin from using it, because it actually means that instead of having to like layer on lots of different products, I can reach for that and I'm getting more than one benefit from a serum. It's really, really good, and I would definitely recommend trying it. 2 other favorites. First one is Elizabeth Arden's new retinol and HPR ceramide rapid skin renewing water cream. First things first with this product, I love the texture. It's really rich and hydrating, but it's not heavy or greasy. You can use it in the morning and in the evening. The way that it's been formulated, it's not irritating to the skin. So obviously you still want to be using SPF 50, and it does have those benefits of retinol in there, but it's not a super, really, really strong retinol product. I still use my Drunk Elephant retinol a couple of times a week, which is a more kind of intense retinol product. This plays really nicely with other products. It's also formulated with ceramide, so it's really hydrating. It's really smoothing as well. The texture of it's kind of, like it says, it's a water cream. So it's really nice to apply. It plays very well with makeup as well. And I just find myself reaching for this a lot. I really, really like it. And lastly, for skincare, I've also absolutely fallen for this, which is another product from Ultraviolet. I feel like I've been using Ultraviolet products for the last couple of years fairly consistently. It's SPF 50 Fave Fluid, and this has been in my monthly favorites at least once. The texture of this, it's like a water. So, so lightweight. I have to admit, I definitely use it more in the summer, but it's just really, really easy in terms of making sure you're applying your SPF. It's a really kind of thin, veil-like consistency. It's not greasy. It stays sticky for about 10 seconds, and then it just completely absorbs, and it's just so, so nice. Really love that. That's it for skincare. Moving on to hair. I've got a few hair favorites. First up is one that's been a favorite for a while now, is the Pureology Colour Fanatic Top Coat and Tone. I have had such a journey with my hair this year, and I feel like a lot of these products have been chosen because of the issues I've had with my hair. I've had a lot of breakage and my hair's been thinning quite a lot. That's actually one of my New Year's resolutions, is to kind of try and combat the issues with my hair and take better care of my hair, because it really has been through the ringer this year. And I basically stopped. I went blonder and then I had so much breakage that I've now stopped dyeing my hair for a while, and I'm letting the baby hairs that are growing back grow again. But as a result, my hair keeps getting quite warm because I'm going longer between getting it highlighted. This has been my savior in terms of getting rid of brassiness. I've spoken about this many, many times before, but if you have blonde hair and you struggle with controlling the warm tones in it and kind of brassiness, this is definitely worth trying. You use it every few times you wash your hair, and it's so, so good, honestly. The best one I've tried. And then I've also been absolutely loving the Colour Wow Dream Coat, and this is the extra strength one. To be honest with you, I don't notice that much of a difference between the regular one and the extra strength one. I think they're both really good. I don't use these every time I style my hair, but if I am going somewhere and I want to do like a sleek style, I will use this to help kind of tame any frizziness. Obviously, like I said, I've had a lot of breakage, so there's a fair amount of kind of flyaways and whatnot, and I feel like this just helps to really tame everything. And talking of taming everything, the Kerasilk Taming Balm is another favourite this year. So I love this product. I feel like it's a leave-in conditioner for dry hair more than a taming balm, if that makes sense. It doesn't add weight to your hair, it just smooths everything down, and it just really feels like it's like the equivalent of putting a hand cream on when you have dry hands. It just hydrates, makes everything look happy again. I really, really rate this product. I never hear anyone talk about this brand. I don't know anything about this brand, but I really do like this product a lot. And then I've also discovered a mousse actually this year, which is really unusual for me. I don't normally use mousses. This is the L'Oreal Elvive Styliste Mousse Non-Stop Volume, and it's an extra firm control. I actually use this for my regrowth at the front. I've been trying not to straighten it too much, as well as colour it, so that it gives it the opportunity to grow back, because I was finding it had fallen out, and I'd be going through this cycle of it growing back to about this long and then falling out again because I'm straightening the hell out of it, dyeing it, etc. So part of my kind of campaign and to give it a little bit more love was to actually be kind of blow drying it rather than straightening it and using such intense heat on it. So I'd actually use a little bit of mousse, put a little bit of mousse on my round brush, and just really gently on a low heat dry that front bit and dry the mousse into it, and it kind of just stops it from sticking out. I also find when you straighten those little baby hairs at the front, they kind of just stick out. So yeah, this has been really good for that. I really, really like it, and it has really good hold. Also smells like passion fruit. It's so good. It smells amazing. And then for body products, I only have one, and I feel like it's not new, but I love it. The L'Occitane Almond Shower Oil. I'm still totally in love with this stuff. It's so good, especially if you have dry skin. Amazing. And last but not least, I wanted to talk about fragrance, because there's two fragrances this year that I have totally fallen for. First one I've spoken about loads is the Victoria Beckham Portofino 97. She released her first fragrance collection this year. I actually got the chance to smell the other two a couple of weeks before Christmas. I have to say, I didn't love them. I like them both. I didn't love either of them, and I adore this one, honestly. It's so good. It's light, it's sexy, it's got like a fruity element to it, but it's still really sophisticated. It lasts a really long time. The fragrance is really expensive. I have to say that's the one downside. And I'm hoping she releases smaller sizes, because at the moment I think they only come in 100ml and 50ml, and I'm hoping she brings out a 30ml or like a travel spray, so that it gets that kind of entry level price point for people that want to try it but don't want to like invest over 200 quid buying it. So nice. And then the other fragrance is actually one that I bought myself as a little Christmas present. This is the Dr. Vrange fragrance of Rosso Nobile. So I recently discovered the Rosso Nobile diffuser. I have it in my hallway. I love it. Like everybody that comes into the front hallway is like, what is that smell? It's so good. I did the same thing in Liberty. I was like a sniffer dog, and I sniffed it down and was like, what is that fragrance? I need it. They actually do a perfume of it. Oh my goodness. This smells so good. I think you'll like this, Rivi. Yeah. Smell it? It's so good. Rivi, do you love it? Yeah. Do you want to spray some? No? Oh, Mummy's just going to smell really good. It's really fruity and sweet, but really sophisticated at the same time. I'm obsessed. The one thing I would say is I don't like the bottle, and the bottle is really heavy. I'm going to have to get like a little travel atomizer to take this around because this is not portable. It's like a brick. Can you carry that, Riv? How heavy is it?
Not that heavy, actually.
Not that heavy. I think it's pretty heavy for a perfume.
It's not.
It's not heavy. Okay, that is it for my 2023 favourites. I feel like River has lined them all up on the windowsill. I'm looking at them all now and they're like, just, I love them. I love them all so much. Let me know if there's anything you think I should try this year or if you've discovered anything amazing this year that you want to share. Let me know in the comments. I'll be back with more videos. Let me know in the comments as well what you would like to see content-wise for this year. If there's anything new or anything that you've been enjoying in the past year that I've done, let me know and I'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.